thing going on. You got truck and tap places
Right.
here, and then at some point in the last few years, you start another company called
Yeah.
Stinger Compliance.
Yeah. Stinger came about from basically truck and tap. You know, the challenges that we faced with just staying legal. You know, staying within the law, and so what we did and what we do at Truck and Tap kind of spawned the idea for Stinger Compliance. And I personally wanted a better mousetrap. You know, there are other companies out there that do a little bit of what Stinger does, but we're going to do it better, and we're going to do it more efficient, and we're going to basically become kind of a one-stop shop for helping businesses that sell age-restricted products stay legal.
Yeah, get a good mix. Dave's going to
Yeah.
go after. He's going to go whale hunting. I know that. Like, good for him, and he should.
Yeah.
It's good to have the mix.
Yeah.
New York. I mean, I would think like blue states for y'all,
Yeah.
where there's just a lot, like California or New York,
Yeah.
like where there's just. I mean, like you have to buy
Yeah.
creatine. You have to be 18. Like
I,
so,
you know,
states like
I'm
that.
gonna have to
like
Google that. I certainly don't
but
want to.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I know. But your
yeah.
point is like there are states where there's going to be a lot
Yeah.
more highly regulated, which gives y'all more opportunities
Yeah.
to help with enforcement.
Absolutely.
And the good thing about New York, particularly just for restaurants and bars, dude, there's like
Oh,
freaking
they're everywhere.
10,000 of them.
You
Yeah.
know, and yeah, and so that's where we are. You know, we're gonna, you know, you don't know. It's like having a child. You don't know what that child's going to look like, how it's going to behave.
Yeah.
You know, and so even with Truck and Tap, you know, we were like throwing stuff against the wall. But for the most part, we stayed true to what we did. You know, very casual place with good cocktails, great service, and became the local bar. Not trying to do anything else that we don't need to do. So Stinger's going to be that way too. You know, we're laser focused on the ID checks, laser focused on providing alcohol policy, and then also consultation with fakes, and then whatever else we can do to help that business stay compliant. That's where we're going to be. So if we have a whole bunch of ma and pas, if we have a couple of national credit users, you know, we're going to figure it out. Well, you know, and we keep talking about restaurant and bars, but you know, the cannabis, you know,
Can't, yeah.
Delta 8, you know, it's all
Sure.
that they're opening up everywhere. And you know, I started I graduated high school in 82, so 83 I was in college. And back then, you know, if you got pulled over for DUI, um, the cop may have just said, sleep it off or park your car, walk home. You know, but Mothers Against Drunk Driving was just coming on strong right around that time. And I kind of feel like that's going to happen a little bit with this with all the vaping going on. A lot of bad stuff's happening with some kids that are getting hold of it, and
It's addictive as hell. I hate it. My
yeah.
son is senior in high school. That, oof.
Yeah,
I don't even start
bad
on
for your
that, but no,
lungs
I'm,
and
you know,
changes
it's
things in your
horrible.
brain, and
Yeah.
you know, so I feel like that. I feel like advocacy groups are going to be really propelling this idea. So I think, you know, is this business? Yeah, it is, but I think it's almost like business to everybody. People are going to want to see and make sure that if you're selling something that's dangerous to minors, you gotta be checking IDs. And again, we've popped in on a lot of these places around our neighborhood, and you would think that the big boys are doing it all the time, but they're not. And it goes down. It gets back to they may have a policy, but they're not executing it through their frontline employee. And that frontline employee needs to be revealed as not being, helpful.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So we got about 5 minutes and then we got to wrap because Robbie, my buddy, who owns Everybody Studios, which is where we're here filming, has got to go. And by the way, if you're in Charlotte, you ought to know about Everybody Studios. If you want to tell the story of your business or tell the story of your customers' businesses, and if you're anywhere else, you ought to know about Everybody Studios because they do all kinds of great storytelling and they travel and they're awesome, and check them out. So what in the next 5 minutes should we rap about that we have not rapped about yet?
oh goodness.
If anything, we may have covered it all, man. I love your business.
Yeah,
I'm a big
thanks.
fan. I want to tell Schedule Fly's customers about y'all. So we'll talk more, you and Dave and I.
Yeah. I appreciate it. No,
Very needed.
I think we did great. I think this is a fantastic outlet, and I think I listened to 3 of your shows on the way over here, and I think we'll listen to 3 more on the way back. So good deal.
Can you, okay, so of the, not to put you on the spot, but of any of the ones you listened to, is there anything that stood out? Somebody said something, or like one of the people that you were really interested in, or just?
Yeah, I did hear, and I said it actually today, the execution part. You've mentioned that before. It's, you can, and that's why Truck and Tap is here, because I found 2 partners that know how to execute. My one partner is former like champion rugby player. Talk about someone that wants to push the ball down the field.
Really?
Yeah. So
where's he from?
So I think he grew up in Australia, and then lived a little bit in New York. But he's and then went to school in Arizona. So yeah, he was a tennis player in the beginning and then turned into rugby. I was a tennis player and still am. I could never do rugby. But getting back to the execution, that's what it's all about. So everybody can have a good idea. I don't know how many people came in the bar after we opened. So, I had this idea of, I'm like, yeah, you did, didn't you? But you didn't get off your ass. You didn't find the building. You didn't find the partners.
Everybody has ideas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Everybody has ideas.
Right. So it's execution. So this whole thing is about execution, and what you've done with Shutterfly, what you've done with the podcast is executing. It's taking time out of your day, not watching Netflix, and sacrificing something to sit here and interview people, So good for you for
it's selfish because I learn all the time.
Yeah.
I learn so much talking to people like you. Every single person I talk to, I learn.
Yeah.
So I get this like personal benefit from it. And then, we kind of set this up like, we were like, okay, we can't compete with billions of dollars of investment, literally, that have gone into our competitors when money was free for a decade. So okay, like we can't do what they do. We can't hire sales. We can't do all the things that, all the money, but what can you do? And then who do you serve? Like, so you think about your market. If our market is mostly independents and mom and pops, and even like Biscuit, they got 2 friends, like they're small business owners.
Right.
What do? Well, they have a product that they try to get right every day. Like just nail the basics of just getting the product right. They try to take great care of their customers every day, because that customer service, that hospitality is really important. So we can do that with our product. We can do that with our service. And then what do folks like you, and the Biscuit Belly folks and all of our customers do so well in hospitality is they give back to their community. They're always giving back to the community. Time, money, food, all the time. Well, we have the community is restaurants, hospitality. So how do we give back to that whole community? They're everywhere. Well, hopefully content is how we give back. We give a platform to people to share stories, and we educate people and we inspire people. So that's like, that model is like just replicate what our customers do.
Yeah.
Can't control all that other stuff.
No, that's
and then just like be okay. Be okay that we're not going to be $1 billion exit business one day with, okay, but we're profitable.
Yeah.
We enjoy it. We love it. Yeah. We can just keep growing and turtle, right?
Yeah, turtle.
I mean, I'm 50.
Yeah.
I got 10,
10,
15 more years of this. No problem.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh, so. You got more than that. I felt, I make the joke I'm going to retire, but I'm not going to retire. It's not, I'm 60. So
you ain't retiring, dude.
It ain't gonna happen. Yeah.
You'll just, you will be doing something.
Yeah.
What you may retire from one thing, but you'll
Right.
move to the other thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hell, I'll be bagging groceries at Publix one day. Like, I'll never stop. Well, look, we'll wrap it up. I thank you.
Yeah,
I mean,
you.
like, what a great
Appreciate
episode.
it.
What a
Yeah.
great opportunity. What a great. So, the website, how do we find Stinger?
StingerCompliance.com.
StingerCompliance.com.
Yeah.
And if you're in Atlanta, where are the 4 locations?
Oh, Woodstock, Alpharetta, Duluth, and Lawrenceville.
And the website is?
Truckandtap.com.
There you go, y'all. That's a wrap. Webstaurantstore.com. Check them out. $50 off. Web save 50. See y'all. Thanks.